It's food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Tesco Finest sausage and mash. And the reason I picked this up, it come in on a club card deal for 2 meals for £8 or on its own for £4.50. Now that might seem quite expensive. 400 grams worth of food. But the reason why I picked it up is because I only recently, over the last month or so on the channel, have reviewed Lidl's sausage and mash and Aldi's sausage and mash. So I think I have quite a good, and by the way, they were like £2.50, so nearly half the price of this. So I'm really giving myself I have a good reference point in my mind as to, is this worth £4.50 on its own, or £4 as part of a 2 for £4 deal? So we have a good bit of potato there. The sausages are there on the side with they're Cumberland sausages. Looks like rich gravy with roasted onions. That's the dish there. It's all sorts of reds on your traffic light system, so you've got to walk 6 miles after you've eaten this damn thing. Right, so it goes in the oven. You can put it in a microwave if you want, 900 watt microwave for 4 minutes. Let it stand, give it a stir, get into it, eat it. From a chill point of view, if you want to put it in the oven, 190 degrees on a normal oven. Fan assisted is 170 degrees. Or gas mark 5. I have a gas oven, so it's going to be gas mark 5 for me for 25 to 30 minutes. Place on a baking tray, cook it up, give it a prick with a fork. Job done. Right, I'll be back then when this is cooked. Right, okay, this sausage and mash is ready, and already just by the smell of it and the look of it, there you go. It looks a touch better than the Lidl and Aldi version, but it should, because it costs nearly twice as much. Right, let's get organised here. So the potato, a little bit crispy on the top. It's going to do that, isn't it? It's kind of in the oven for... You're not supposed to put mashed potato in the oven, are you, really? You're meant to mash potatoes with butter and milk. Right, the sausages here look fantastic. I know this sort of thing is as easy as you like. It's probably one of the most easiest meals to make. But if it's being sold in Tesco, if it's being sold in Lidl and Aldi and Morrison's and Sainsbury's, then there's obviously a market for it. There's obviously a market for people who just want to bang something like this in the microwave or bang something like this in the oven. So it gives people like me a chance to review it. I announced this yesterday on and apologies if you're watching this in the future. I'm recording this on Wednesday, the 29th of January, 2025. Tomorrow, Thursday, the 30th of January, we're off to London. We're doing the pubs and bars of a certain borough of London. And I thought something like this today, it's a bit London-like, isn't it? Sausage and mash. Right, let's get in then. Oh, that's a proper pork banger. right there, Cumberland Sausage. Growing up, I never used to like Cumberland Sausage. I always used to find it too, I used to call it herby. But they're beautiful now, aren't they? When you kind of grow up and understand all them herbs and salts and peppers and beautiful. The onion gravy is really rich. I thought I dropped it down my white jumper then. It went on my chin. It landed on my chin. There we are. I have an orange chin. Don't bother with what do they call them? Orange tans. Don't bother with orange tans. Just put sausage and mash all over your face. What do they call it? Foundation? Is it foundation? Oh, I don't know. We've gone from reviewing sausage and mash to talking about orange-faced people. How did that happen? This is a proper sausage. So the little one, I think I remember saying that the sausage was quite pasty. It was quite kind of like, yeah, it was almost like a pasty tube of meaty stuff, whereas this is a proper sausage. I like that rich onion gravy, but I imagine going to London tomorrow, I've got a few hours in the morning. I actually arrive into London at 7 a.m. Mostly because if I go any later, it's going to cost me 3 times the price. So I picked up a train ticket for tomorrow for £100. But I have to arrive at 7 because it's not kind of rush hour. If I go any later, it's £300. £300 for a 2-hour train drive. And it's only to keep, I think, it's only to keep people out. People will commute from Wales to London in 2 hours to get to work. So it's quite sad really. It's to keep people out of the city. People like me. It's a bit like, you've taken our jobs type of thing, which, I don't know, it never gets brought up in the news, it never gets spoken about. It's just an unwritten rule. You don't book a train ticket into London at around 9 o'clock in the morning because it'll cost you hundreds of pounds. This is good. But yeah, so when I arrive at 7 o'clock in the morning, I can imagine myself trying to find some kind of greasy spoon in the centre of London. That's if they still exist. I'm pretty sure they do. I fancy going to one of them pie and eel. Are they pie and eel? Pie and mash shops? Back to this then. Would I pay £4 for this? Or £4.50? Nah, I don't think so. It's really nice. But for a whole less load of salt in my diet, I could buy myself a pack of sausages, peel a couple of potatoes, mash them all up and put them together myself with some gravy, with some onions, for maybe not the same price, but I'll be able to feed my whole family for about the same price. So I get the convenience of it. I totally understand the convenience of this dish. It's perfectly acceptable. It's better than the little version. It's probably not better than the Aldi version, because the Aldi version gave you proper sausages. Oh, we got my hungry boy, I think, is... Nope. He's on the floor down there. Cat's hungry. Yeah, the Aldi version was about £2, £2.50. Half the price of this. Just as good value for money. The little version, not so good. But ultimately, probably just go and buy the potatoes and peel them and spend an hour. You could knock this up in an hour quite easily, and you could feed the family for the same price. Onions nice, and the onion gravy is nice and rich. The sausages are really tasty. The potatoes really good. There's nothing wrong with the dish. It's just a little bit expensive for sausage and mash, so I'm gonna say 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I hope you liked the video. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.